My advice for being successful in organic chemistry is to not fall behind in any of the textbook reading, because reading the textbook beforehand really does help. And when I first took O-Chem, the first week I was like, oh, I don't need to do any reading. It's the first week, and that set me behind for the entire semester. So just don't fall behind. Make a schedule for yourself. Keep up with it. And also go to office hours. They're super, super helpful. Even if you just go to do homework in office hours, just being in the presence of a professor and being able to ask questions whenever questions arise is super helpful. So yeah, I wish you all the best of luck.
All right, so I started out in O-Chem without doing super well. I got a low B my first semester, and I did really well my second semester. I think the big breakthrough for me was realizing the importance of the fundamentals of organic chemistry. First semester, I didn't take the class as seriously as it deserved. You see, it's very easy to go from general chemistry and just be like, oh, I understand about, electric charge, positive attracts negative, formal charge creates positive versus negative partial charges in an atom, not in an atom, in a molecule. And it's really easy to basically ignore things. But there are fundamentals like nucleophilic attacks, electrophilic attacks, acidity, pKa, and resonance. Oh, and also electron pushing. That all, the first time you hear about them, you think, oh, okay, that's a nice little feature, I get it. But in reality, it's actually this incredibly important, complex, nuanced topic. And even though you think you understand and you know the general way that chemicals work, you don't get the specifics, even though you feel like you do. Or at least I didn't. So I think the key to understanding is to take the class seriously as its own thing. Yes, you have a lot of chemical intuition from general chemistry, and there's a lot of ways that you can apply logic to situations to figure things out, but there are honestly new and novel things. And things like stereochemistry, which were kind of an afterthought in general chemistry, become very important later into organic chemistry. And again, I can't stress this enough. What makes a good nucleophile? What makes a good electrophile? These are things that seemed really kind of irrelevant, but are actually like core to understanding organic chemistry. Same with resonance. A thing that you heard about, like, oh, there's these resonance structures. This is a major resonance structure. This is a minor resonance structure. Well, actually, resonance is kind of like the key to so many things. Like, for instance, you're going to encounter oxygen. Why is oxygen so good? Well, because oxygen stabilizes things through resonance, because it donates electrons. Oh, what? It donates electrons? That's a new way of hearing things? Of course it is, because even though organic chemistry feels the same, it isn't. There are novel and unique ways to look at electron movement and electron density that seem on their face to be just a restatement of general chemistry, but they really aren't. I said this twice before, but I'll say it again. The key, I think, to understanding organic chemistry is understanding the fundamentals. I know, I've said that so many times, I'm sick of it, but it's true. There's one thing you're going to take away from this. Look into what a nucleophilic attack is. Look into what an electrophilic attack is. Look into how to make resonance structure. Look into electron donating groups and electron withdrawing groups. Anytime any of these things come up, that will be much easier for you. And you're going to hear these things called E1, E2, SN1, SN2, but it's all kind of the same thing, which is just nucleophilicity, electrophilicity, and resonance. And of course, there's more to it than that, and if things were that simple, then everyone would have A's. But those fundamental concepts, like electron pushing, are really the key to doing well. And if you take the fundamentals seriously, and you study them seriously, and you don't just say, oh, this is easy, I get this, you'll do well. And if you don't, well, then you'll be like me, and you'll get a much lower grade your first semester, than you probably could have gotten. And if that means that you could have gotten a C, you'll probably get a D. And if you could have gotten a B, you'll probably get a C or D. And if you could have gotten an A, you'll probably get a B or C. There you go. That's the best advice I can give.